Disney Alley. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a magical start to your day. I am here today with my fourth Disney DIY video on my channel. I will link the first 3 Disney DIY videos in the description below if you're interested in checking them out. And I will also link my Disney playlist in the description below if you want to get a wide variety of all the Disney videos that I have on this channel. Disney is hands down one of my favorite things in the entire world, and I just get so happy with anything that has to do with Disney. So definitely check those videos out if you are interested. If you are interested in my ears, these are probably one of my new favorite pair of ears. These come from milamouse.com, and I will link all of her social media websites and platforms in the description below if you're interested in checking them out. These are these beautiful baby blue polka dotted ones, and they have 2 pink castles right in the middle and then a flower crown. Obsessed with them, and again, I will link all of her social media platforms in the description below. If you have any other questions or concerns, just ask them in the comments below, and without further ado, we're going to get right into this video. To make this Cinderella castle pillow, you're going to need a silhouette of Cinderella's castle. I just googled mine, printed it out, and then cut it. And then I'm just flipping it over, taking some tape and placing it on the back. Then you're going to place your silhouette on top of a piece of felt. And then you're just going to cut it out as carefully as you possibly can to try to keep as much of the details as possible. Next, flip your felt silhouette over and start applying glue to the perimeter of the castle. I'm using tacky glue, but you can use fabric glue or you can use hot glue. I just like the way that the fabric glue sticks to my canvas pillow. Then you're just going to gently place your castle onto your pillow and start smoothing it down. Now, if you're using tacky glue or fabric glue like myself, don't be concerned if it looks like there's a white outline of glue that's showing through. That will dry clear. And the final step is optional. I'm just blinging mine out with some gemstones. I bought this box of jewels from Michael's for about $10. You get a ridiculous amount of gemstones, and I used a coupon, so I ended up getting it for like $8. So it's well worth the money, and I just think it makes the pillow look really, really nice. And this is what the final product looks like. I think it is just absolutely beautiful. Every time I walk by it in my living room, it instantly brings me to Main Street, USA in the Magic Kingdom, and my heart just fills with joy. It reminds me of something that you would get at Home Goods or at Bed Bath & Beyond, and most of those pillows are like $20. I made this for under $10. Most of the stuff I already had at my house. I'm just in love with it, and I really hope you enjoy it as well. Next up, we are making a floral Mickey Mouse wreath, and every single piece of this DIY was purchased at the Dollar Tree, from the wreaths to the hot glue to the flowers to the actual string that you're wrapping it around with. So I just went to the Dollar Tree and I looked for 2 different wreath sizes. I bought a large one and then 2 smaller ones, and I'm just placing in the shape of Mickey Mouse's head. Then I am taking some wire. This is wreath wire, again, purchased at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just wrapping it around the head to the ears just so they stick in place. Next, you're going to get an assortment of different colored flowers from the Dollar Tree. I'm using some purples, some yellows, and some pinks, and you're going to rip the actual flower off, and then you're just going to take your hot glue gun and start hot gluing the stem onto the wreath. And that's all there is to it for this DIY. It is so simple, it is so cheap, and I love the way that this looks in my house. It is so bright, it is so colorful, absolutely perfect for the spring and the summer seasons. I just love the way that this looks, and it just really adds a nice something extra to any room that you're going to put it in. For the third DIY in this video, we are making this reading book pages canvas. You're going to need a canvas and you're also going to need a book of any kind. My favorite book is Alice in Wonderland and I have like 7 copies of this at my house, so I'm not afraid to kind of rip this one apart. You're going to take a book and you're just going to rip some of the pages out. If they have pictures, that's great as well. Then you're going to take some Mod Podge, place it all over your canvas, and then you're going to take some of those ripped out pages and start placing them sporadically all over your canvas. Once you are satisfied with the way your pages look on your canvas, you're going to add another layer of Mod Podge on top of the pages. This is just going to seal your pages right onto the canvas and it will dry flat. The only thing you should really be concerned about is making sure that you do an even layer of Mod Podge, because although this will dry clear, if you do it very clumpy, it's going to dry clumpy the next day. When the Mod Podge has dried completely onto your canvas, then you can take a hot glue gun and just hot glue all of those pages down onto the side of the canvas. And the very final step for this DIY is to figure out which Disney quote you want to write onto your canvas. I am choosing an Alice in Wonderland quote because I'm using all of the Alice in Wonderland pages. And this is what the canvas looks like when it is complete. Yes, this one looks different than the original clips that I was just showing you, but I wasn't really in love with the original one I made. It was just a little too busy, so I just redid the entire process on my original canvas. I did not have to buy a new canvas. I just redid it on top of the original canvas I already had, and I ended up writing the quote, "We're all mad here," instead, and now I really, really love it. It's beautiful, and I'm obsessed. For this next DIY, we are going to make a glittered, blinked out Mickey Mouse sweater. All you're going to need is a sweater of any color. I have this gray one from H&M, and I want to say it was $9 or $10. Then you're just going to take some Mod Podge, and you're going to trace the shape of Mickey Mouse's head, which is just one large circle, and then 2 smaller circles for the ears. Make sure you add some cardboard inside of your sweater so the Mod Podge does not stick through to the other side of the sweater. Once you've applied all your Mod Podge, take some glitter. I'm using gold glitter here, and just shake it all over that Mod Podge. Then I took it outside and I ringed it out so all the excess glitter would just go onto my driveway, which is not really smart of me, but it'll fly away. Then you're just going to do the same thing for both of the ears using the Mod Podge and the glitter. I repeated the same process on the sleeves where the elbows would be, and I wanted a contrast of color, so for the elbows I'm using a purple glitter, and again, make sure you're adding cardboard inside of the sleeve so that it does not stick to the other side. Once all your Mod Podge has dried hard, you're going to add another layer of Mod Podge to seal all of the glitter in, and you're just going to allow this to dry until the Mod Podge comes up clear. And the final step for this DIY is optional, but I'm just hot gluing some gemstones around the perimeter of each of the Mickey Mouse heads. I'm using those same gemstones that I used for the pillow, and this is what the final sweater looks like. Let's be honest, guys, is this not one of the most beautiful sweaters you have ever seen in your entire life? I would definitely suggest hand washing this, not to throw this in the washing machine or the dryer. I've seen similar sweaters like this online for about $50 to $60. I bought my sweater for $10 and I had all the other materials already at my house, so this is an A+, 2 thumbs up DIY for me. The second to last Disney DIY project I'm going to show you in this video is a Princess Scrabble board shadow box. I bought the shadow box at Michael's for $11 during one of their 60% off sales, and I also bought 2 bags of these wooden Scrabble tile pieces from Amazon for about $10. So yes, this entire craft cost about $21 to make. Definitely a little more expensive than the previous crafts I've shown you, but still pretty reasonable. Just take the back of the shadow box out, and then you're just going to have fun and play Scrabble with all of your princess names. You can pause this and screenshot mine if you want to see how I did mine, or you can just have fun with it and make your own. Once you're happy with the way your Princess Scrabble board looks, you're just going to very neatly and very carefully hot glue all of the letters down onto the back of your shadow box, and that's really all there is to it. And this is what the final product looks like. I think it looks so professional. It reminds me of something that you would buy off of Etsy, but hey, you made it in the comfort of your own home. My niece's 5th birthday party is coming up, and I made this as part of her present. She is obsessed with the princesses, and her whole room is themed around princesses, so I think this is going to look really amazing in her room. I think this is a great gift to give to any kids who are obsessed with the princesses, or this is just really great to add as any decor piece in your home. And the final Disney DIY craft in this video is a Mickey Mouse marbled tie-dyed soap. All you're going to need is some white glycerin soap that I bought at Michael's with, of course, a coupon. And you're just going to cut up some cubes of the soap. This cuts really, really easily. And you're just going to place it in a microwave-safe bowl. Melt your soap in the microwave on 1-minute increments. I had to do this 3 times, so 3 minutes in total. While the soap was melting, I just fashioned this little pan out of aluminum foil. I just grabbed the edges and pulled them up and just fashioned out a little pan out of aluminum foil. Then I'm taking some alcohol and putting it in a spray bottle and just spraying the alcohol onto the aluminum foil pan. Once your soap is melted, just pour it into the pan and then take some soap color, and I also bought this at Michael's a really long time ago, and you're just going to take a bunch of different colors and just squeeze little drops all over your soap, and then you're going to take a kebab stick or a toothpick or anything that has a pointy edge, and you're just going to kind of marble it and tie-dye it. Once the soap has set and hardened, you're just going to peel back the aluminum foil, place it back down on a flat surface. Then you're going to take your Mickey Mouse head cookie cutter. I mentioned this in some previous videos. I got mine at Walt Disney World, but I know that you can get this on Amazon for about $5. And you're just going to push this into the soap until you have the shape that you like. Also, side note, do not waste that excess soap that you have. Just cut it all up into small pieces and use them in the bathroom. And this is what the final product looks like. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. It reminds me of the ocean. It just reminds me of like going to the ocean or going to the beach and seeing all those beautiful colors in the water and in the waves. I really love the way this came out, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please send me any pictures of any of these that you recreate to my Twitter or my Instagram. I love you guys. To Walt Disney World.